I'm trying to think of other people that I did work for.
You did one for a nerdcore artist, I remember.
But Whitey Cracker, spelled YT Cracker.
Right.
Who was a hacker back in the day. Pretty sure got into some legal trouble at some point. Or at the very least, I don't know if he ever...
good he did.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he ever had any actual charges, but he was... He
got a job out of it.
He was notorious for being a hacker. Like,
right.
He was known by certain government agencies, if I'm not mistaken. He can correct me on that. Yeah, so he reached out and was like, hey, like, it was like literally the shortest business related email I've ever gotten in my life. All lowercase. Just all lowercase. Hey man, love your work. Want to do a video for me? And I was just like, never heard of this guy before. I'd heard of a couple other. I've heard of like MC Lars and MC Fronlot.
Yeah.
Mega Ran. I'd actually done work with Mega Ran, like a quick track for a compilation.
Gotcha.
Before that point, but I didn't know a lot of nerdcore artists, and I wasn't really familiar with him. But I was like, yeah, man, what do you have in mind? And he's like, I got this new track. I want a video. I was like, do you have any idea what you want to be in the video? He's like, I don't know, some aliens or something.
some aliens or something.
Which is like, there's two types of clients. There are clients that try to micromanage every stroke of your brush, and there are clients that literally do nothing and let you go to town. Who is that kind of client?
It's the same with web design too.
And I love those kinds of clients.
Those are my favorite too, because they're like, you know what, you do this. Here's my logo. Here's my, here's what I have, and
here's what I got. And well, that's the ideal scenario when they love everything that you do immediately.
Yeah.
There's a third kind of client that is the client that has no instruction and then has a ton of feedback later that basically gives you a bunch of extra work, and then they're like, oh, is that going to cost more? I'm like, it's going to take more time, so yes, it's going to cost more.
Yeah.
But he was the second one. He was the best kind of client. Not only that, but he paid very, very well. So the first project I did for him was...
That's usually how it goes, too. It's usually the guys that are super relaxed. They're like... and they're like...
Well, what I didn't know at the time, because nobody knew what the fuck it was, this guy was like a cryptocurrency millionaire. But nobody knew what Bitcoin was at the time, except for hackers and... Another
life regret right there, man.
I'm getting there. So I do this first music video for him. And we finish it up. But I'm like a little strapped for cash because the College Humor thing kind of died down. And I haven't really gotten into anything else yet. So I'm still... like very spread thin freelance sort of salary, if you can even call it that. So I was like, he offered to pay me in Bitcoin.
How much Bitcoin are we talking?
It would have been like $4,000 or $5,000 in Bitcoin. I shit you not.
What is
in 2000 and
Aiden? What's the current price of Bitcoin right now?
Well, I don't know how much each Bitcoin was worth.
Dude,
then.
2000, probably $1 back then. Like probably, nothing. It was
if it was $1.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was $1. How much?
Right now, it's listed as $70,528.
Is it really?
Per coin. So can you multiply that by 5,000? So I can cry that many tears into this microphone. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily... I wouldn't call it a regret, because how the fuck was I supposed to know what that was?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I need cash. Money. I need to pay rent. But if I didn't have to worry, his reaction says it all.
Aiden is just cringing right now and looking at the number. What is it?
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Are you sure you want to know?
No, I actually did the conversion the other day, so I have a pretty good idea. But I want to know what the
$352 million.
$352 million.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So anyway, you might. I could be a millionaire if I had, hindsight.
Yeah, I mean,
more hindsight.
I mean, dude, I remember they were giving Bitcoin away back then.
Yes.
If you signed up for like an email list back then, they'd be like, "We'll give you 12 Bitcoin if you just pay attention to us. We'll give you Bitcoin."
Yeah.